Today's episode is brought to you by AOS Kitchens, the South's leading outdoor kitchen design and installation specialists.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Meet and Greet Barbecue podcast. Today we are speaking to Alan from Totally Awesome Barbecue. Go find him on Instagram. He also has a YouTube channel, and really interested to speak to Alan as he's got 13 to 14 years of experience, and a lot of his content is about going back to basics and getting the normal things right in barbecue, which we've been championing for ages. But Alan will go through that in a second. So without much further ado, here's Alan.
Hi, Alan. Welcome to the podcast. Nice to see you. For everyone that doesn't know, please introduce yourself and tell us who you are.
My name's Alan. My channel is Totally Awesome Barbecue, and I go back to basics, teaching people who have not done this sort of thing before. Right? My channel is probably quite boring for people who know what they're doing. When it comes to basically trying to help this country get rid of times with America, and have some decent cuts of meat, and you can actually go to a petrol station and get some coal in the winter time, that sort of thing. That's the sort of thing I'm trying to do, is get the country in the way it is over in America, really.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about the fact that Britain has a bit of a reputation for the burnt bangers that are actually raw on the inside, and the pink chicken and everything. And it's literally about getting back to basics, learning your craft, starting there and building yourself up. And it's amazing what you can achieve with a kettle, some time, and just enjoying being outside and cooking. So we can fully get behind that.
Yeah, exactly.
And you mean a kettle barbecue, Dan, not an actual kettle, right?
It depends how you're feeling.
just checking.
Although you can cook a salmon in a dishwasher. I don't imagine when you can cook in a kettle.
Mainly eggs, but yeah, you could probably give it a go. So
I think it's quite interesting the kind of whole back to basics thing. And you were saying that you think maybe people would find it boring if they know what they're doing, but I think it's an interesting topic, because I think once you're in the community and once you're kind of surrounded by people that that do barbecue, you almost forget that there's still a lot of people that don't know how to barbecue, or feel nervous about barbecuing, or just think it's only for the 2 weeks of summer that we usually get.
Yeah, exactly. My videos are basically that. There used to be a guy from Australia I used to like watching, called Rex Hunt. He used to do Rex Hunt fishing adventures, and his way of fishing was, I want to kiss fish. I want to keep it simple, stupid. And so that's basically how I don't want. It's not exactly rocket science. I mean, when you get used to your own barbecue, is even you could probably buy 2 Webers in the same shop. You build them, and then one will act differently to the other. So it's all about getting used to your barbecue and seeing how it goes, really, because what might work for someone else might not work for another. Yeah.
So obviously that's where you are now in terms of doing those videos. You've got your YouTube channel, which obviously plug in again as we go through the show. But where did you start? So how did you get to the point now where you're confident enough to teach others, impart your knowledge?
Well, it started after I had my first child, Mads, in 2013. Really, it was her mum that he's basically. I've never even thought about it. I was one of those types that would cover the whole barbecue in coal and not have a safe zone or anything. And as you said in other streams, there'd be black on the outside, pink in the inside. And so she showed me, it was on This Morning, that DJ Barbecue on there, and he was talking about what you can cook on it, and he was like doing a pulled pork and all that. I was like, I wouldn't mind giving that a go. And it's basically her fault. So I got on the bug after that, and for years and years, I'll say years. I think it was for about 3 years. I was watching loads and loads of YouTube videos, like DJ Barbecue, Pitmaster X, the barbecue pit boys,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. And I was like, I really want to do this, and they're all doing it on Webbers. So I bought a really crappy kettle from Argos, and I tried to recreate it. It wasn't up to scratch. It just wasn't working for me. Then eventually she went, "Oh right, you can buy one." So I ended up getting one of those ones that's got the vents at the bottom that are like bit up the top. Like you got to turn. You had three different vents at the bottom. I was well excited over that. I started doing low and slow in there. Like I think it was what was it? It was some kind of like I think it was a rump or something like that. And it was terrible. Trying to like, because it wasn't the propeller type, it was like, all right, it's going down a bit now. I don't know what about. I don't know what about. It was a pain in the arse, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah. Then after a while, after we split up and that, I had a bit of extra money and I bought myself the Master Touch, and it was a total game changer compared to the other one. So I was like, okay. So I started doing things like pull pork and all that sort of thing, and learning how to do it, and it wasn't coming out perfect. So I was still learning like the snake method, minion method, that sort of thing, and I don't know what it was, but on the Weber I can't seem to get perfect pulled pork, but I'll stick it on the pellet smoker and it's perfect. And that's basically how it started, really. Like, the ex-missus got me into it was by showing me that one little thing on this morning, and I just caught the bug. And ever since then, I've been sort of just learning it and perfecting it as I go.
It's amazing how catching that bug is once you see something and you feel like, yes,
Oh, yeah.
I want to do that. I want to give it a go. And you're completely right. Every barbecue reacts differently, and it's about learning your barbecue, understanding what you've got and putting time into it. And I think it's that confidence that people possibly don't have in investing that time in to learn, understand more and get proper results from it.
Yeah.
So was it specifically those kind of YouTube videos that kind of coaxed you on to making the second investment? Or was it, look, I've put so much time into this now, I need to see what I'm missing?
Yeah, it's once I was back in my dad's house, and I had extra money. I thought, right, this bug isn't going. I need to carry it on. And yeah, I bought it, and then I started watching more and more videos, and yeah, it's like I wanted to recreate. Basically, I was going to start the channel. I was just going to recreate things that I'd seen in other YouTube channels, and put a link in their description of their video and all that sort of thing. So this is what I made. I got this idea from such and such, and go from there. But then I did a few videos here and there, and then it kind of went on the back burner. Pardon the pun. And life did its thing. I didn't have much time for it, and then eventually I met Fiona, and she just seemed to like what I was recreating out of my barbecue. And once I moved in, and I ended up buying myself another Weber, because we had I think it was Logan's birthday, and I was like, this one Weber isn't going to cut the mustard when it comes to making burgers and stuff. I've got so many people going around. The pellet smoker isn't really great for doing sausages and burgers. It doesn't really get hot enough for that sort of thing. It's more for low and slow. So I thought, I'm going to have to get another Weber. So I got the original one. It's like, it is still the propeller, but it hasn't got the bucket at the bottom. It's just the tray.
Yeah.
So it's just like cheap, easy type one. I don't want to spend loads and loads of money on it. I looked on Marketplace, couldn't find anything that was like in decent condition. That's the other thing. Like so many people, I see it on Marketplace. And there's so many Webbers being got rid of, and I'm like, do you know what you've got in your hands?
Yeah.
That's like the best, one of the best ones you can get, and they're like, I'm trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, I don't think we've never really talked about Facebook Marketplace actually in terms of on the podcast before, but you're right that there's such a mix of absolute trash that's on there. It looks like, you get some that are listing a barbecue that is probably, it cost them a tenner to buy, and it's been in the back garden for 15 years and it's rusted, and still trying to get rid of it. But every now and again you do get a gem that does come up, doesn't it? But it doesn't last for long.
Yeah, I see it all the time on Facebook, on the barbecue pages. I've just got this off Marketplace. Like, you lucky bugger. I never find anything like that.
Yeah, obviously living in the wrong location.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So is it 3 Webbers now? Is that what you've got? A pellet?
I've got two Webbers, and I've got a Navigator, I've got Pit Boss Navigator 1150. Well, I got from my local garden centre, and it came with a free side smoker as well.
Nice.
I was like, oh, nice. It went up. That wasn't cheap, but it wasn't. It was like the I bought the cover for it as well. It wasn't cheap either. It was like 88 quid. I was like, just for a cover. But I need it in. At the moment, well, I bought all the stuff for a shelter to go over it. But at the moment, I've got trees behind me that are like, you look at it, it's like looking into the Jurassic Park. It's like the big long buggers, and like all these little pines keep falling down and onto the barbecues and that. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to get colours for these now.
I have to say, Alan, it's refreshing to speak to someone who talks in a realistic term about barbecuing. And what I mean by that is we're lucky enough to speak to some fantastic people in the community, some people who've been on TV shows. And I think it's very easy for Owen and I to forget when you're speaking to these people who seem to have these huge resources, to have some fantastic equipment, huge barbecues, gardens that Owen and I can only dream of and drool over when we're speaking to them and they show us around.
Yeah.
But it's very possible for someone who's interested in barbecuing but maybe doesn't feel like they have the disposable income to invest to those levels to kind of get involved and get active. Is that part of the ethos of what you're also trying to put across on the channel?
I've even said on I've done 2 back to basics videos for the Weber, and I've even said on it, you buy a Weber, you look after it, it lasts you 50 years or more.
Yeah.
Not like the ones you get in Argos, which are going to last you for a year, rust up, and then you throw it away and buy another one for like 150 quid or something like that. It's it's just trying to get into people's mindset that it may be costing you nearly 300 quid, but you can save that up. You don't have to do it straight away. You can save that up, get a decent barbecue, and it's going to last you a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And you just got to make sure you look after it, basically.
Yeah. And in terms of food, then, so when you're sort of talking about, these the back to basics series and aiming at a group of people that are perhaps not so comfortable with barbecuing, what's your kind of go-to food, or what are the kind of things that you're looking to cook on there to show people how easy and versatile a barbecue is?
Well, I think we've all the first thing we've all done is the pulled pork, isn't it? That's like, and it's because you can't get like you go to like a butcher's and like a decent like shoulder is like 40 quid, isn't it? So that's the cheapest range of it. With the bone inside, which you want for extra flavour and that, and it also is like it's that great thing. Oh, it came out clean. And it's like I tend to in the future when I start doing cooks on it, buying stuff from the supermarket, so it shows that you can get cheap cuts and you can do what you need to do with it. for what you need out of it, and it doesn't have to be breaking the bank to do it. At the end of the day,
a big part's patience, isn't it, as well? To be fair,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, particularly with pulled pork or something like that, that when you
Yeah.
first speak to people, or if you cook pulled pork for a group of people, and sometimes it takes longer than you expected, and they're asking when it's going to come out and why. But then once you eventually get there, it's perfect.
Oh,
It's very easy for people to rush that, particularly if they don't have the experience.
Oh yeah, the amount of time I've done barbecues, and I think when I first started doing like kids' birthday parties and things like that, and I'd say, well, what time they get in there? Oh, such and such time. So right, literally like 10 minutes before I do that, I started getting both my chimneys going, and then like. Then I put them in, the burgers are on, and I'm like, how long's this going to take? I'm hungry. It's like it'd be worth it, but in the end, trust me. But yeah, like people are quite impatient when it comes to over the barbecue. They want everything now.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think that's why people tend to then use the oven, which is just upsetting.
Amount of people will say, "Oh, yeah, you got to put the chicken in the oven first before you put it in the barbecue." No,
yeah, not at all. No.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. I sort of I have a girl at work that she sort of says, "Oh, I did," because I talk a lot about barbecue, and then she goes, "Oh, yeah, no, I did a barbecue at the weekend," and I was like, "You put your sausages in the oven first before you finished them on the barbecue?" And she's like, "Yeah, I did," and it's just like I just want to go. "Ah."
Have you read that though? When you go around someone else's house and they know you you do this sort of thing, and it's like, "Oh, do you want to take over?"
Yeah.
It's like, no.
I think Owen likes to, because it means he A, doesn't have to talk to people, and B, it breaks his heart when stuff's done wrong.
Oh yeah. I do tend to sort of stand around chatting, and then I'm like, "Oh, you need to put that over there, mate." No, put it over there.
It's like it's a control thing as well, isn't it? It's just
especially when they're like annihilating a sausage and like, you only put that in like 2 seconds ago. It's black. Nah, I'm not eating that. But my favourite was when I first started doing chicken legs and stuff, and it was my sister actually. I was quite new into it, and I'd watch people do like drumsticks and stuff like that, and I thought, I'm going to give this a go next time we do a barbecue with Dad's, and I put it in, and she's like, "Oh, it's pink inside. It's not cooked." I'm like, "No, that's the smoke ring, dear." I had to explain the whole like, smoke ring thing and all that sort of thing. She still wasn't convinced.
Yeah,
I said, "Look, I'm eating it. I'm not dying."
Yeah, the middle of it's white, but the end of it's pink. That's definitely the smoke ring.
Oh yeah. But have you ever been to like a restaurant or somewhere that says that it's a smokehouse and stuff, and you have it there, and it's like, nah.
Yeah, this has been drenched with liquid smoke, and they've just tried to mimic what they're doing.
I could do better at home. Well, we went to what was it? Where was it? We went it was Robin Hill in Isle of Wight, and they had a smokehouse there, and I went for the red smoked burger. Mm-hmm. We were waiting quite a long time for it, probably a good like 40 minutes. I thought this thing's gonna be stone cold by the time it comes to me, and I bit into it, and I was like, "This doesn't taste smoky. There's no smoke ring." I opened it up. This has been bloody grilled. When the bloke came, I left a little bit, and he goes to me, "Was you not happy?" I'm like, "No, it wasn't really like as advertised. It was like that's not smoked at all." I said, "I do this sort of thing as a hobby, and there's no smoke ring. Doesn't taste smoky." I'm very sorry. I didn't get my money back though.
So would you say that the sort of pulled pork is your go-to then in terms of the thing that you cook most frequently, or that's just kind of what you started to try when you first got it?
That's basically what I started to try. I went. I did my first pulled pork, and I thought, all right, well, it's kind of okay. It's not pulling as I wanted it. It's not start melting in my fingers as I'm squeezing it. But then I thought, can I do pulled lamb? So I tried doing pulled lamb. That kind of worked, and yeah, I just kept trying doing like other bits of meat. There was like trying to pull it together apart. Some of it was success, some of it wasn't. I think a lot of it was luck. Yeah, I think for the kids, it's more pulled pork. They like the pulled pork. Olivia, Fiona's eldest, she's very much. Oh, it's not the pulled pork that I normally have. It's got to be swimming in barbecue sauce. So like, I said, well, it's the fat. The fat gives it the flavour.
Yeah, Owen and I always say we pull it, serve it as it is, have sauce on the side if you want to do that, but always please try it before you sauce it first, because it's a different experience compared to what people are used to in the UK if they go to a Harvesters or a Frankie and Benny's or anything like that. And I think it's when we have people over for barbecue, Owen and I, sometimes it's fascinating to watch their minds be blown by how different it is to anything else that they've had before. Or mainly when they walk in and see some of the barbecues that Owen have got, and that just knocks them for six anyway.
Pulled pork. I've really gone off. Me and my wife have really gone off pulled pork.
Yeah,
I think probably 2020, 2021 or whatever. You know, really kind of when we're getting into smoking and all that. I think I just overdid it. I did so much pulled pork. You know, it was probably about 3 or 4 years ago, wasn't it? That pulled pork was everywhere.
Oh yeah,
move for going you go to a cafe, every bloody sandwich was a pulled pork sandwich and that.
Yeah.
I just think I've got to the point now where it's a bit meh.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like when you've had something so much, you kind of lose it. Same with brisket. I think if we got to the point where we were having brisket too much, and then I've kind of haven't had it for 6 months.
No, crazy.
And then you really appreciate the taste when you and I think kind of pulled pork's the same, but I'm now getting to the point where even if I'm craving it, I sort of turn around to the wife and say, "Oh, should we have pulled pork?" And the kids, and none of them are interested. So it's like a lot of effort for me to just have a handful of pulled pork.
That's the thing. Like, you do it so much, it ends up getting boring after a while, and then you're not going back to sausages and burgers.
I know we've said this before. I don't think there's anything wrong with sausages and burgers. They're a good staple.
Oh yeah,
most people like them, but it is nice to do a bit of variety.
Oh yeah. But I think so far the best sausages and burgers that I've seen that are like at a good budget is the ones from Tesco's when they suddenly the barbecue season comes, and they get their jumbo sausages out, and they're they get a pack of 10 burgers that are not frozen for once and not got chopped up onion in it, so have an after burp. And those are quite nice to do indirect, and they're quite juicy as well when you finish them. Especially the sausages, they really take on the smoke. And I don't even have to put any chunks of wood on it or anything like that. It's just the coals alone. When I started off, because I couldn't really afford wood chunks or wood chips at the time, so I was just using a bit like the minion method. But I've done unlit coals at the bottom and just chuck some lit coals on top, because the whole black smoke thing of it being, you've probably heard it on YouTube channels. Oh no, you can't do that. You can't have the black smoke, and then it's not good. It makes your food taste horrible. I love it. We've all done a snake method, and it's all the same bloody thing, isn't it?
If you've been looking or thinking about an outdoor kitchen, then look no further than AOS Outdoor Kitchens.
They are the South's leading outdoor kitchen design and installation specialists.
Their extensive showroom is based just outside Bournemouth on the Dorset-Hampshire border, and as well as numerous in-store displays, also features a live outdoor kitchen where they cook every week on Kamado grills, pizza ovens, and all filmed and shown on YouTube.
They offer a wealth of knowledge on how to transform your patio into the most incredible outdoor dining area with styles and options to suit every budget, and you can guarantee they will be able to create something perfectly suited to you and your home.
They stock and supply everything that you're going to need for outdoor cooking, including barbecues, Kamado ovens, pizza ovens, outdoor fridges, and every accessory that you would need to become the ultimate outdoor chef.
So if you want to make yourself the envy of your friends and neighbours, get in touch with them today to arrange a consultation and take the first step in transforming your back garden into the most incredible entertainment space.
Visit aoskitchens.co.uk.
Do you know what? Let's talk a little bit about methods, because it's something that we haven't really gone in depth on the barbecue podcast about really in the past, and some of the methods that you're talking about. So for anyone who's new, can you talk us through standard setup on a kettle, minion method, snake method, and where people tend to go wrong as well?
Well, minion method, I'd say, is probably mostly for like the Smoky Mountain, because you got more of a you're going to cover the bottom of it. I've never owned one, but I can imagine it's based. A lot of the time, I see minion method is the Smoky Mountain, because it's like an easier way for a snake method with, but instead of like covering the whole thing, and you put a few in the middle, and it's not working its way out, like the snake method, but it's slightly different. But that's where I think on that one people can go a bit too over nutty on it, and they'll put a whole chimney's worth of hot coals on top. And even though the heat's rising, it's still going to light those really quickly if you've got loads of them on top. So you really need a bit like if you do the snake method, burn a few coals, so it's like a handful of coals, have them in the middle, so then it will just disperse out slowly. A bit like the slow and sear, really. It's kind of like the minion method and the snake method. But you just put it on one end. And with the snake method, if anyone doesn't know, it's you're basically doing like a half circle of briquettes. It does take a long time, and it can be quite frustrating because they won't stay where you want them and that sort of thing. But I saw a video on someone else's video that made it really easy. Just put a vortex in the middle. Just put all the coals.
That's when I had a kettle a long time ago when we were first doing the podcast. That's how I used to do it. Just vortex all around the outside, chunks of wood every so often, light one on one side, and just let it go around.
But that's another one. That's an easier version of it if you haven't got the patience and to stackable. Because I've been there for about an hour before just trying to get the bloody thing to stay. They never come out perfect. Like the American charcoal is it's all perfect shapes and all that sort of thing. And then you just light a handful of briquettes until they're grey, and strategically stick them into one end, and that just acts like a fuse, and it just slowly goes round. But it's really good for keeping a low temperature of 250, so you're not having to bugger about the events a lot. I found with the snake method, it's just I think on the web I've not really had a great success with pulled pork. I think if there was a heat deflector I could put on it, which you can kind of get now, because you can get the Kamado thing to go in the Weber now, can't you? It has like a deflector plate which will stop that heat from hitting it as much. So probably if I bought one of those, it might work out. But I've got this pellet smoker now. Sorry. So it doesn't work out for everybody, but it's one of those things you just got to keep trying again until you have your own little method of doing it. Really.
So, Alan, one of the things that we hold dear on the podcast is obviously, if you're talking about inspiring people and wanting to go back to basics, now not everything does go well. So we'd love to talk about barbecue fails, the things that haven't, and hopefully there's some funny stories. But have you got any barbecue fails that you want to share with the group?
Oh yeah. A recent one. What was that?
Where'd you start?
Where'd you start? The recent one was on the pellet smoker. I found that in the middle where you've got the igniter, it's too hot, and things were cooking way too fast. And I'm like, this is done well before dinner time. I'm like, what's going on here? And I had it really low as well. So I searching through YouTube, what can I do with my smoker? Oh, you can get a deflector thing. It costs you about £100. Oh, lovely. I've got this deflector thing. It's shaped like a U, and it just goes over the igniter, and it just disperses the the heat. And someone actually did a test on it, putting bread all along their grill. And after a while, they just turned them around and it showed where all the hot spots were. So they did it before they put the deflector in. It's all in the middle. It's all burnt. And then they put it on it, and it's all like evenly like toasted. It looked quite good. So I thought, I'll get one of those. And I bought one, put it on there, did a pulled pork, and 9 o'clock it was still going in the evening. Because it was that bloody good. It was just making it even slower and slower. So now if I do anything like a brisket or something, I have to do it literally 10 o'clock at night the night before, and just have it from then going all through the night, all through the day until dinner time. Because I found it, if you try and keep it at the lowest you can, you just wait until you get to the stall.
Yeah.
And then I nicked off Ted's barbecue. I used the foil boat.
Yeah.
Which then would make the bottom carry on, and then after that it gets further up, I then completely wrap it, because it's like the bark can only get so barky.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just found doing that little method of it, it seemed to work out. But yeah, that first time, yeah, we weren't eating till a point about midnight. So I had to put it in. I had my own little cooler that I bought from Tesco's years ago when we were going to like Chesington or something. And yeah, I had to put it in there. Did the whole thing with the like the tea towels and everything, and it didn't work. It couldn't have been that much of a cooler, really, because it didn't really do a very good job. It was stone cold when I got it out. I had to heat up in the oven. It didn't really pull very well either.
Have you got any done?
Yeah, so two. One of them first purchasing related. So I got a Angus and Oik voucher as a gift not that long ago, and I'd been meaning to spend it for ages. And I spent probably half an hour, 40 minutes going through looking at all, because you can buy like the 4-pack gift sets, as it were. So I was like, right, I'll put money in that, and I'll pick 4 different ones. And classically, I spent ages going through it all, and I pick like 4 of the main ones that I tend to get day in, day out, because I know I'm going to use them.
Yeah.
Bought it, and it was about half an hour later, I went, I didn't use the voucher. So back on, I was like, look, I'll just use the voucher on like 1 or 2 just to end up getting it. So they did very well out of me getting a gift voucher.
It's a bit like when you go to the shops, you leave the bags in the boot, isn't it?
Literally, like, it was about half an hour later, I was like, I haven't even got the voucher out, so I couldn't have used it. I just sat down and started scrolling. So there was that. But the other one is I did a breakfast, cooked breakfast recently on the Blackstone, and kind of flat top, got bits and pieces going on there, and cut the lid off, or took the lid off a can of baked beans, stick it on there to heat up. And then when I was ready to take it off, I didn't think, I just picked up my bare hands. Didn't go very well. Yeah. That hurts, by the way. That really hurts. Surprisingly, metal conducts heat quite well. So
no way.
I know, I shocked everyone, but it's just one of those moments where you're sorting stuff out, and I hadn't actually done the beans like that in the tin before. I normally decant it into a pan or something. So my brain didn't even engage with the fact that it was on the heat, really.
Yeah.
Particularly as I had it on the right by itself and everything else I had on the left and was sorting that way. So that was not my finest hour, to be fair. I mean,
we've all had the Superman moment where we think we can hold something hot.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hold this. No, it's fine. No.
It's one of those things where your brain tells you should probably let go of that before you actually let go of it. And you think, why am I still holding this? It really hurts.
Yeah, but it's one of those things when you don't realise it, it's like, that's a bit warm.
Yeah.
Like, where's that coming from? It's like when you know your burden's part of yourself and you don't know where it is. It's like, I can feel that, but where is it on my body?
What about you, O? Have you had any barbecue fails recently?
No,
Mr. Perfect.
No, mainly because I've not had. I've been away quite a lot and had a few things on, so I haven't actually done much in terms of barbecuing. Although I'd just, again, a bit of stupidity. So I've been making some bacon recently. So I bought a loin, and I did some maple. I did 3 different flavors. So I did some maple bacon. I did another Guinness bacon, and then Dan, I've spoken to you before about Smoky Rebel's Miami Mojo rub.
Oh yeah,
which is like a spicy, citrusy sort of type flavor. We love it. So we enjoy it so much that I bought the catering pack size. It's like over a kilo's worth. So anyway, so I've spent 2 weeks curing these things.
Yeah.
I've then taken them out, sort of patted them all down, tied them up with kitchen twine, ready to be hooked onto in the fridge to dry out for a week. Anyway, do it all, put it all in the fridge. as I'm putting the last one in, I've somehow knocked the first one. It's slipped out of the twine and then gone on the floor. So I've
5-second rule.
It was almost like, oh God, I'm gonna have to wash some of the bloody flavour off now. But 2 weeks of work, and I bloody drop it on the floor. So
very disheartening, isn't it?
It is. So it was a quick wash, leave it to dry out for a few days, and it's all sliced and packed now. But it's just when stuff takes time, and then you just do something so simple.
And you spent all that money on the rub as well, because like you see all these different like barbecue people like Pitmaster Rex, and he's got loads of different arrays of like rubs and stuff like that, and he makes his own rubs and that, and I'm like, it would cost me a bleeding fortune if I bought all these spices. It's like I generally don't make my own rubs because it's like £2 a bleeding little thing like that. I'm like, no, I'd rather just go on Amazon and buy one.
I tend to have 3 or 4 in rotation.
Oh yeah.
And then once one finishes, I'm like, right, I'll try something different. Unless I really, really loved it. I mean, my wife and I are obsessed with the Greek Angus and Oink rub. Forget what it's called, but it's for doing like gyros and stuff like that, and Slovakia, and we absolutely love it. So it feels like that's pretty much on subscription order at the moment when we go through it and use it.
I had to recently buy one that wasn't so spicy because I bought Barbecue Pit Boys SPG off Amazon to do a brisket, and no, it wasn't a brisket. It was I did it on ribs, and a family was saying, "Oh, it's too spicy," and then her mum came round, and stepdad and mum came round and was like, "Oh no, he's a bit too spicy for me." So I'm like, "Oh, when you come round next, I'm going to have to find one that's not so spicy." So I found an all-purpose one. I think it's something church or probably
meat church, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's an all-purpose. Like it's got a cow. It's like a priest sort of thing. And it was nice, but it was very, very salty. I find a lot of rubs that I buy, it's got too much salt in it. And
We were literally talking about this, maybe 3-4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
We don't know if it's like a British flavour palette or if it's just we cook so much ourselves that we're not used to what other people put in. But you've got to be so careful what you get because it can be so salty.
Yeah, and you end up like the next few days constantly like trying to quench your thirst that you can't.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I think it's probably a good time to bring us on to a barbecue bingo while we're talking about ingredients. So, Alan, I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah.
And for people listening at home, on the screen we've got a list of ingredients, which I'm hoping you can see. These are all ingredients that have been left by previous guests.
Right.
So, in effect, what we going to want to do in a moment is we want to spin the wheel. Whatever it lands on, we'd love for you to cook a dish with said ingredient, and then also for you to leave something for the next guest. So, as you can see here, we've got everything from scallops to frog's legs to white pudding to blue cheese, alligator. That may be a bit more.
You want to see my missus' face when she heard you say half of those things.
But there is one in particular called My Signature Dish. Obviously, that would be your signature dish. So if it lands on that, what are you best known for? What would you cook?
Well, I did ask Fiona this, and I don't really have a signature one, but lately people seem to like my brisket, especially her stepdad. I did one for Logan's birthday, and I got one burnt end. I didn't see the rest. It was that popular, so I'm guessing the brisket really at the moment.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, right. Let's give it a spin then and see what you get.
Yeah.
So, out of interest, you're talking about burnt ends there. Would you say that yours is like you're known for brisket in particular, or like the burnt ends are you more popular for in the house?
It's I think it was just the whole brisket. Really. I got the burnt ends because it's pitmaster privilege, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Well, I don't know if you've barbecued this before, but liver is what's come out.
Never done liver before.
Lots of different things you could potentially do with it. I don't know if your brain goes anywhere if you go the classic kind of liver and onions.
Not do it at all ever.
I'm not a big fan of liver myself.
No, me neither.
I can have a look and I can see what I can do on. I can search the web and see.
Make like a smoked pate or something.
Oh yeah, I suppose I could do that. Yeah, I've got a blender.
I've said that out loud with no knowledge at all about how to make pate. However, smoked pate might be something to look into.
Smoke it, blend it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, ponder on that one. But once you do, post it on Instagram and tag us in, and we'll repost what you do create. So, what are you going to leave for the next one? Are you next guests? Are you going to do something nice, strange, horrible? What are you going to leave?
That's a trick question. I'm looking at half of these and like kangaroo. We wouldn't even get that over here.
People have been quite harsh recently when we've been speaking to them. It's vindictive, if anything, which I can't say that I'm angry about. I think it's quite funny. But there's nothing wrong with going with something more basic for people to have a go on.
I go like kind of weird for most people, but I've heard it's nice. I've not tried it myself, but beef cheeks.
Yeah. We've spoken about that a few times. It's Owen's nemesis, beef cheeks.
That was it. I've never tried it myself, but
I've done it a few times. I just can't get it right. It turns out like wallpaper paste.
Oh, is it?
Just when the fats and the sinew kind of breaks down, it just goes all too gloopy. I must take it too far. I don't know, but I could honestly put some wallpaper up with it.
Well, I recently did a oxtail because I saw other people had done it. Like, I think it was on Chad's barbecue. I saw it. I was like, oh, there's so much meat on there, and I bought some. It was an online butcher. I think like George and Turner, and I gave it a go. There wasn't a lot of meat on there. It looked like it had more meat in it before I cooked it.
Yeah.
That was actually the last video I made.
Yeah.
Well, Alan, honestly, it's been really good to have you on the podcast. As we kind of come towards the end, is there anything else that we haven't covered yet that you'd like to discuss? If not, give yourself tell everyone where they can find you and see what you're cooking. Give yourself a shout out.
Well, I'll do a shout out first. It's the Totally Awesome Barbecue. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So if you do TikTok, so I don't do a hell of a lot on TikTok and Instagram. I always end up cooking something and forgetting to take a photo of it. But yeah, it's mostly YouTube really. I do, but I use Instagram and TikTok mainly for the following and subscribe to the channel. But yeah. Totally Awesome Barbecue on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. But my question to you is, and I've been thinking about this all week because I'm working and listening to your podcasts.
Appreciate it.
Americans have got their own thing of like people will see that and go, "Oh yeah, it's American barbecue." What could we actually do in this for this country that sets us to another level that someone says, "Oh yeah, that's barbecue." That
see, for me, that's almost an impossible question to answer
because we're known for burgers and sausages, aren't we?
Well, I think we are. I think we are. If you talk to someone that doesn't know barbecue,
yeah.
But I think if you talk to someone that does barbecue, I think we're probably more versatile in what we cook. So, I think obviously with, with a lot of American barbecue, right? If you go to Texas, you'll probably end up going to get some hot links. You're going to get cornbread. Yeah. You're going to get some ribs, and you're going to get some brisket, or some smoked turkey, etc.
Yeah.
But I think what we're good at here is using our barbecue probably in a more versatile way. So we will cook breakfasts, we will do baking on the barbecue, we will do the American style, but at the same time we'll probably crack out a curry. I just think there's more of a fusion of style.
Yeah, 100%
in the UK.
I totally agree with that. And for examples, one of my favorite Instagram accounts for barbecue of all time was Urban Streetery, but it's now the sommelier of smoke, Dan Catford. We were lucky enough to have him on an earlier episode of the podcast. But the things that man does on a barbecue, but it's all about blending different flavors, being more colorful and playful and experimenting. I think for me, British barbecue is similar to the blend of our natural cuisine in the fact that we're much more experimental, I think, as a nation. We're playing with flavors and we're more accepting of different flavors. I think if you're maybe American, you don't know much about British cuisine, you go meat and 2 veg. But actually you come over here and there's a big argument for putting forward that chicken tikka masala, for example, could be a national dish for us. It's a curry, but it was created in this country for this country, and we embrace lots of different flavor profiles. And Dan's Instagram there's a good example of it. Spice Punch as well does really interesting, exciting things with the different flavors, and taking a little bit from here for inspiration, take a little bit of there and smashing it all together. And so I think fusion barbecue is what I would describe British barbecue as.
That being said, though, I mean, that being said, I think I'd be disappointed if we couldn't be renowned for cooking a roast dinner on the barbecue.
Oh that's one of the quintessential things of us is a Sunday roast, and I see so many, especially on TikTok, I see a lot of Americans saying, "Oh, but English food is so bland," and have you been over yet?
Yeah, it's exactly that, right? Have you been over here and have you tried it, or have you just looked and read stuff online? Yeah,
exactly. And then they go, "Oh, beans on toast," and I'm like, "Nah, I don't really like the idea of that." They go in and I was like, "Well, they try it and they're, oh yeah, actually, this is quite nice." You can't beat some beans on toast, can you?
Particularly if you smash some Worcestershire sauce on there.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
some
Worcestershire
extra
sauce.
mature grated cheddar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't say Worcester sauce properly, can they?
No.
Worcestershire sauce, isn't it?
What's the sisters in this sauce? That's what they call it.
Or Worcestershire.
Yeah, exactly. But like Owen says, every Christmas now I do my meat on the barbecue, and depending on who I've got coming over on Christmas Day,
I'm actually doing barbecue for the first time here for Christmas.
It's a game changer. I would say flavour wise, it's an absolute game changer, and it's nice to be going in and out.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, that I enjoy that. I'd stick the stuff on the night before. You're laughing in the morning.
Yeah, Fiona's stepdad's well excited because we did duck, didn't we? And we did gammon, and I did it on the pellet smoker, and he tried a bit of each and went, "Is this what every Christmas is it?" He's like, I have some of that. He keeps going on about the duck, but he didn't seem like we told him many times that there wasn't much meat on the duck. What I thought was a really nice breast of meat. It was rock hard. I was like, yeah, it tastes nice, but there's not a lot of meat on it.
Yeah.
Duck is quite expensive, and you don't get a lot of meat. It's quite.
Yeah. It was just one of those experiments that I wanted to try duck.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we are.
Yeah.
Anyways, Alan, as I said, really good to have you coming on the podcast. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll catch up again soon.
Absolutely, can't wait.
Thanks so much, Alan.
Thank you very much. See you later.
Cheers now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's it for another episode of the Meet Greet Barbecue podcast. Thanks so much to Alan for coming onto the show. Again, another insightful episode. Really good chat. If you want to go check out Alan's channel on YouTube, it's Totally Awesome Barbecue. He's also on Instagram. As ever, we want to hear from you. Please do get in touch with anything that you want to talk about on the podcast. We do always want to hear what you want us to talk about. Any questions that you have, do reach out into any of our social channels. But until next time, keep on grilling.
Today's episode of the Meet and Greet Barbecue podcast is brought to you by AOS Outdoor Kitchens. They are the South's leading outdoor kitchen design and installation specialists.